Hello children, you have already seen the video of the lesson why evergreen trees never lose their leaves. Yes, you enjoyed the lesson, right? Now it is very important for you to learn how to read a lesson, pronounce a word. Right children, you should know how to read a lesson. Now I am going to read the first lesson from your class 5 English textbook. Yes, all of you put your finger like this when I am reading. Are you seeing how I am putting my pointing finger, children? Yes, you have to keep like this when I am reading that word. Yesterday PDF is shared to you. If you don't have textbook, don't worry. You will get your English textbooks very soon. Now look into your PDF when I am reading and concentrate how I am pronouncing a word. Right children? Yes, let's start. Okay, put your finger on the PDF if possible and try to concentrate. Evergreen trees never lose their leaves. Okay children, let's see the warm up. Warm up is nothing but before going into the lesson, what is there in the lesson? He is trying to tell you, give you hint. Okay. The little girl in the picture is lost in a mall. Mall is shopping mall. We go no? All of you go to shopping mall. See the picture? The parents are somewhere. The girl is somewhere. Very sad. Mama, Papa, where are you? She is afraid. She is alone. She is afraid. Right? What do you think she should do now? This you write on your own in rough book. Who should she approach for help? Approach means to go near somebody. To go near somebody. Now she is lost. Her parents are somewhere. She is somewhere. Now think and write children where she should go. Whom she should ask help. Right children? Write in your own words to whom she has to go for help. Right? Second one. If you were lost in a shopping mall, how would you feel? What would you do? You write about the girl, what she has to do, and imagine that you are lost. You went to shopping mall, you got separated from your parents. Then how you will feel, what you will do, where you will go. Will you go to the help desk, or will you go to the ground floor office, or will you ask the people working there to find out who you are and where your parents are? What you will do? You already know what to do. Okay, write in your own words in rough book, not in classwork. Now look at the story children. Try to concentrate on how I am reading. Reading is very important. Come on now, all of you put your fingers on the PDF. Read this story about a lost little bird that was very afraid. Winter was coming and all the birds were flying to a warmer place. Hurry up, winter is almost here. We have got a long way to go. We are ready. Let's go south. Is everyone ready? Let's go. See, the father and the mother birds are telling to their children, hurry up, come, let's go. So all see the family, father, mother and the children, two little birds, all are ready to fly to south. See the next page number 3 children. One little bird had broken his wing and could not keep up with the others. He lay alone in a cold forest. Oh no, they have left me behind. What shall I do? Maybe I can ask the trees of the forest to help me. See the picture? The bird, a little bird, broke her wing. Broke its wing. It fell down in the forest. Fell down in the forest and very afraid. When we are alone, we are afraid, right? So the bird also fell in the forest. Parents went off. So it was afraid and wanted to take the help of the trees in the forest. The little bird decided to approach the birch tree. See the birch tree, children, here in the picture. Beautiful birch tree, my wing is broken and my family has flown away. Children, past tense of fly is flown. Flown away. May I live among your branches till they come back for me? We of the great forest have our own birds to help. I can't do anything for you. Right? The bird was asking help to birch tree. Birch tree did not help the bird. See the next picture, children. The little bird was upset, disappointed. Upset means disappointed. See its face, how sad. Perhaps the birch tree isn't strong enough. I will ask the oak. He will be stronger. Children, see here. This is the short form of I will. I will. He will. Right? If you write in expanded form, it is I will. This is he will. Right. Now see here, children. The then spoke to the oak tree. Now the bird went to oak tree. See the picture, children? Can you see? It went to oak tree. Oh, great oak tree, you are so strong. Will you let me live on your branches till my family comes back in spring? That's a long time, little bird. Who knows what you will get up to in that time? You will probably eat up all my acorns. Children, pronunciation, look at it. Acorns. What are acorns? Fruits of the oak tree. Fruits of the oak tree. So, even the oak tree did not give shelter to the little bird. So, it was worried that the bird will eat away its fruits. See how upset the bird is? Can you see? Yes. Now go to page number 4, children. See here. Put your finger if possible. The little bird was puzzled. Puzzled means surprised. What should he do now? He then went to the willow tree, who drew herself up proudly to face the bird. See the willow tree, children? Right? Gentle willow, my wing is broken and I couldn't fly south with my family. May I live in your branches to keep warm from the north wind? Do I know you? We willows never talk to strangers. Leave me alone. So willow said, I don't know you. So I will not allow you to stay on my tree branches. So the bird was upset again. See here, children, how sadly it is looking. Yes, see this picture now, children. The bird was truly heartbroken. Heartbroken means very sad, feeling extremely sad. Cold and lonely, he began to fly away as fast as he could. No one wants me. My wing is broken and I have nowhere to go. Now, where are you going, little bird? He heard a voice, someone calling him. Let us see who it is. The little bird looked around. It was a spruce tree talking. See the spruce tree, how happy it is? Now let us see what the spruce tree is telling to the little bird. The spruce tree called the little bird and it was talking. The bird started telling its sad tale, sad story to the tree. What it is saying? I don't know where I am going. The trees have turned me away and I am cold and hungry. Turn me away means what, children? They did not give shelter. They rejected me. They said, no, you cannot stay with me. You cannot stay with us. So they turned me away means they did not give me shelter. I am feeling very cold and hungry, it told to the spruce tree. Now listen what spruce tree is saying, children. Have they? Well, you can live on my warm branches all winter if you want to. So the spruce tree said, if they are not giving shelter, I am ready to give. You can stay in my branches for this winter. See how nice spruce tree is. Now let's see the next page. The little bird was relieved. Relieved means out of pain, feeling happy. The pine and the juniper trees joined the spruce tree to help the little bird. So the spruce, the pine and juniper, all the three trees mentioned here are very friendly and helpful to the little bird. My branches are not very thick, but I am big and strong and I can protect you from the north wind. I can help you too. You can eat my delicious healthy berries all winter long. So the pine and the juniper, both trees, promise the little bird that they will help him. Thank you, dear friends. The bird said thank you to the trees. So here you can see all the three trees trying to help the bird. Tell me the names. The spruce, the pine and the juniper. These three trees are very friendly to the bird. Can you see in the picture how happy they are? Right. Now see here, children. The other trees looked on and talked amongst themselves. The other trees who did not help the bird started talking among themselves. See what they are speaking, children, among themselves. I would give my acorns away to anyone. I wouldn't give my acorns away to anyone. So the tree doesn't want to give its acorns to anyone. It is very selfish. The other tree, I will never have anything to do with strangers. So this tree also doesn't want the birch, and the birch tree and the other tree did not help the bird. So they were talking that we are not going to give shelter to the strangers. They are very selfish. I would not have any strange birds on my bough. These three trees did not give any shelter to the birds. They are very selfish. Now the north wind wanted to touch the trees in the forest with his cold hand. But the frost king, the king of the frost, see here, children, he is the king of the frost, he is the god of the winter, had other plans. Now he is asking his assistants, he is asking his servants. See how he is telling, he is ordering them. It's time for you to go to work, my son. Then the son is asking the god, may I touch every leaf in the forest? Then the king is saying, no, the trees that have been kind to the little bird with the broken wing may keep their leaves. Right? He told not to touch the spruce, the pine and the juniper trees, and they lived long with their beautiful leaves. Right, children? So did you concentrate how I pronounced each and every word? Right now you have PDF, I know it. Your textbooks will soon come to you. Once you get your textbooks, repeat the video and see how I am reading. You also put your finger and repeatedly you read it. That is how you can increase your pronunciation. Right, children? Now it is the time for worksheet. Children, this is a worksheet that will be sent to you. Yes? Now see here, children, lesson 1. The name of the lesson 1. Why evergreen trees never lose their leaves. Right? You know how to write the heading. You already learned it in your previous classes. But once again, I am giving the instructions. Take the fresh page in the new notebook, classwork. Write the lesson name in the middle of the 2 lines. In between the 2 lines, you are going to write this, the heading of the lesson. See where capital letters are there. W should be capital, E should be capital, T should be capital, N should be capital, L should be capital, T and L. Wherever capital letters are there, in the same way you are going to write. The remaining will be small letters. Yes, children. Then this should be in the middle of the two lines. And you can write this heading with a stick pen or a sparkle pen. Don't use green pen. Remaining colors you can use. Okay, children. After writing, you draw the two lines dark with a pencil or a red pencil. This will look neat. Next, leave one line. Subheading, Roman number 1 subheading, new words. This also you can write with a sparkle or a stick pen. But this new words you are going to write with your ballpoint pen, your blue color ball pen. What are the words given here? Only 10 are there, children. See. Winter, broken, approach, forest, acorns, puzzled, heartbroken, relieved, strangers, delicious. Right? When you are writing, try to repeat it. Try to orally repeat and write. Then only you will get it. Now it is completed. Leave one line. Second Roman number. Meanings. This again you can write with a stick pen. Don't use green pen. Right. Meanings are also called synonyms. Right, children? Try to write this also in the brackets. You can learn it. No, not a problem. Puzzled, confused, approach, to come near to something or somebody. To come near to something or somebody. Delicious, having a pleasant taste, good taste. Acorns, fruits of the oak tree, fruits of the oak tree. Relieved, pleased from a worry. Heartbroken, extremely sad. Right, children? You are going to write this. And you are going to write in cursive handwriting, children. You should practice cursive. You already know cursive writing, right? So, try to write with strokes, cursive handwriting. Don't spoil the book. Don't use green pen. Write neatly with cursive handwriting. Yes, children? Good. Have a nice day, children.